When it comes to our aging loved ones, recognizing the subtle signals that indicate declining health can make all the difference in providing proper care and creating meaningful final memories. While many assume death in old age comes suddenly, the reality is that the body often gives quiet warnings months, sometimes even a full year, before reaching its final stage. In this guide, we'll explore 5 critical indicators that frequently appear during an elderly person's final year. Understanding these signs allows families to provide better support, prepare emotionally, and ensure their loved one's final chapter is filled with dignity, comfort, and peace. 1. Unexplained weight loss. One of the earliest and most significant indicators of approaching end of life is unintentional weight loss. You might notice clothing that suddenly appears looser, a need to tighten belts or alter clothes, decreasing interest in meals, smaller portion sizes at mealtimes. This weight loss happens because the aging body begins struggling to absorb nutrients efficiently. Muscle mass decreases as the body's ability to process protein diminishes. This doesn't just affect appearance, it directly impacts strength, mobility, and immune function. Many seniors also experience changes in appetite as their sense of taste diminishes. Food no longer provides the same enjoyment, leading to meal skipping or significantly reduced portions. This isn't simply preference, it's the body beginning its natural slowdown process. Underlying conditions often play a role as well. Chronic diseases like cancer, heart failure, or kidney disease can cause weight loss long before other symptoms become obvious. Even psychological conditions like depression or cognitive decline can reduce food intake. While family members might try encouraging more eating or offering favorite foods, persistent weight loss, despite these efforts, signals a deeper transition. During this time, focusing on comfort foods, easy-to-eat options, and proper hydration becomes more important than forcing large meals. 2. Profound fatigue and weakness. Beyond normal tiredness, elderly individuals approaching life's end often experience overwhelming exhaustion that rest doesn't alleviate. This deep fatigue makes even basic activities challenging. Getting out of bed becomes difficult. Walking short distances requires significant effort. Previously routine tasks, like dressing or bathing, feel exhausting. Conversations and social interactions become tiring. This happens because the body conserves energy as organ function slows. The heart pumps less efficiently, circulation weakens, and muscles receive less oxygen. The body essential. 3. Cognitive changes and social withdrawal. As end of life approaches, many elderly individuals experience noticeable changes in thinking patterns and social engagement. Increased forgetfulness, even in those without previous memory issues. Difficulty following conversations or tracking time. Confusion in familiar environments. Repetitive speech or questions. Decreased interest in social interaction. These cognitive changes occur because the brain requires constant oxygen and nutrients to function properly. As circulation weakens, brain function naturally declines. The person may experience moments of clarity interspersed with periods of confusion, almost like their mind is fluctuating between states. Social withdrawal becomes increasingly common. Conversations require more energy. Loud environments feel overwhelming, and many seniors begin retreating into quieter, more internal worlds. This isn't rejection, it's the brain adapting to changing capacities. Mood and behavior shifts often accompany these changes. Some become irritable or anxious, while others seem unusually calm or detached from previously important matters. These aren't personality changes, but rather the brain's adjustment to physical decline. For families, this stage can be particularly challenging emotionally. Rather than trying to force engagement, meeting the person where they are, speaking gently, offering reassurance, and understanding that presence matters more than conversation becomes the most supportive approach. Fourth, recurring infections and delayed healing. A weakening immune system creates noticeable physical changes during an elderly person's final year. Increased susceptibility to common illnesses like colds and flu, recurring infections, particularly pneumonia, UTIs, and skin infections. Slower recovery from even minor illnesses, cuts, bruises, and wounds that heal slowly or not at all. Decreased effectiveness of standard treatments. As the immune system weakens, infections become both more frequent and more persistent. Treatments that once worked quickly now require stronger medications or longer courses. This happens because declining circulation and organ function limit the body's natural healing abilities. Chronic wounds become particularly concerning. Poor circulation means oxygen and nutrients don't reach damaged tissues effectively, significantly slowing healing. For less mobile seniors, pressure sores become a serious risk. What makes this sign particularly challenging is that infections in elderly individuals often present differently than expected. Instead of obvious symptoms like high fever, seniors might simply appear more confused, tired, or uninterested in eating. This subtle presentation means infections often go undetected until they become serious. For caregivers, this stage often requires balancing treatment with comfort. While addressing infections remains important, the focus gradually shifts toward maintaining comfort, keeping skin clean and moisturized, ensuring proper hydration, and minimizing physical stress. 5. Breathing and circulation changes. Perhaps the most definitive signs of approaching end of life involve noticeable changes to breathing patterns and circulation. Slower or shallower breathing. Irregular breathing patterns with unexpected pauses. Cyclical breathing. Periods of rapid breaths followed by pauses. Cold extremities. Hands, feet, ears, nose. Pale, bluish, or mottled skin, especially in the extremities. Increased shortness of breath with minimal exertion. Difficulty lying flat due to breathing discomfort. These changes occur because the body prioritizes blood flow to vital organs, reducing circulation to extremities. The heart no longer pumps as effectively, and lung function gradually declines. Some individuals develop fluid in their lungs, causing coughing, gurgling sounds, or chest tightness. For family members, witnessing these changes can be frightening. While the instinct might be to seek medical intervention, understanding that these are often natural aspects of the body's shutdown process helps guide appropriate care decisions. Creating comfortable environments becomes paramount. Keeping rooms cool, using humidifiers, offering small sips of water, and positioning the person to ease breathing difficulties. While oxygen therapy or medications may provide comfort, the focus shifts from treatment to supportive care. Recognizing these 5 signs, weight loss, fatigue, cognitive changes, recurring infections, and breathing and circulation changes, provides valuable insight into an elderly person's condition. These changes may appear gradually over months, but collectively they signal the body's natural preparation for its final transition. Rather than fighting against these changes, families can use this knowledge to provide appropriate care, make important decisions proactively, and ensure their loved one's final months contain meaningful connections and comfort. This isn't about fearing death, but preparing for it with dignity and compassion. By understanding these signals, caregivers can focus on what truly matters during this precious time, creating peaceful environments, sharing stories, expressing love, and ensuring their loved one feels valued and supported throughout their final journey.